A new report just came out that gunfires have been shot at the White House. This is the news making the rounds this morning. So I just want you to listen to this song and get every juicy information from the song. This is a news report treated like illegal rap music. So enjoy as always. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you.
This is a report titled White House Shooting Exposes Trump's Ballroom as the Biggest Scam Yet. Monday afternoon, gunfire broke out near the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. A Secret Service officer engaged an armed suspect on the outer perimeter. A child nearby was struck by gunfire. J.D. Vance had passed through in a motorcade just minutes before. The White House locked down. Everybody inside was secured and safe. No ballroom needed. Here is everything that happened and everything that matters. Oh! Guns went off near the White House. Bullets cut through the air. Secret Service moved fast. They handled it right there. Trump keeps screaming ballroom. Says it's the only way we survive. But Monday told the truth. Everybody got out alive. The ballroom is a scam. The receipts are on the table. Trump is selling safety, but the story is a fable. 3:30 in the afternoon, the streets outside the monument went cold. A suspicious figure caught the eye of officers running their patrol. He appeared to be armed, so the uniformed agents closed the space. The suspect turned and bolted, tried to put some distance in that place. Then he opened fire, agents fired back and struck the man. Took him to a hospital, that was always gonna be the plan. J.D. Vance had rolled through in his motorcade just minutes before that shot. Quinn confirmed it at the press conference, told the cameras what they got. A child standing in the area caught a bullet from the suspect's gun. Injuries were not life-threatening, but the damage had been done by 3:45. The press on the northern lawn got moved inside. Secret Service cleared the briefing room and everybody fit inside with pride. The White House locked down clean, the protocol held firm and strong. Every reporter, every staffer walked away, nothing went wrong. So Donald Trump has been out claiming that a ballroom is the key. Bulletproof and drone-proof walls are what will finally keep us free. He said the military and Secret Service begged for it 150 years. But Monday afternoon just answered all of Donald Trump's manufactured fears. Guns went off near the White House. Bullets cut through the air. Hey, Secret Service moved fast. They handled it right there. Trump keeps screaming ballroom. Says it's the only way we survive. But Monday told the truth. Everybody got out alive. The ballroom is a scam. The receipts are on the table. Trump is selling safety, but the story is a fable. Now let's rewind to the correspondence dinner. That is where this story bends. Every single MAGA influencer pushed the same message to their feeds and friends. Not one broke rank, not one paused, not one took a different lane. They all said Trump needs his ballroom. Every message was the same. What was uncovered shows they run their talking points through private group chats tight. One of those chats carries the name Fight, named after Butler Knight. James Blair sits inside that chat. Trump War Room administration tied. The campaign launched in lockstep and the coordination can't be denied. Now taxpayers are footing the bill for Trump's ballroom in the ground. A hospital, a military bunker, your money going round and round. Trump hosted the King State dinner, everything was smooth, nobody bled. The White House locked down Monday, press went inside, everyone was fed. Those same reporters Trump calls vermin, garbage, traitors, dogs, and worse. He called them communists and fascists. Put that language in a verse. Jessica Tarlov took that record straight to Fox News, said it plain. She named the data showing right-wing violence leads to violent change. The pipe bomber from 2018 set bombs to Barack Obama's door, sent them to Hillary Clinton, George Soros, then told the court what he did it for. The lies by Donald Trump, he said it under oath, on record. In that room, the language from the top sets the tone, and the country feels the boom. Guns went off near the White House. Bullets cut through the air. Secret Service moved fast. They handled it right there. Trump keeps screaming ballroom, says it's the only way we survive. Woo! But Monday told the truth. Everybody got out alive. The ballroom is a scam. The receipts are on the table. Trump is selling safety, but the story is a fable. Monday afternoon, near the Washington Monument, shots were fired. J.D. Vance had just passed through. A child was struck. Secret Service responded. The White House locked down, and every single person made it out safe. Without a ballroom, Donald Trump, James Blair, and a coordinated network of paid influencers. Push that ballroom on your tax dollars. Jessica Tarlov put the violence record straight on Fox News. The conclusion stands. The ballroom was never about safety. It was always a scam. It was always a scam.
This is a report titled White House Shooting Exposes Trump's Ballroom as the Biggest Scam Yet. Monday afternoon, gunfire erupted near the Washington Monument in Washington, D.C. A Secret Service officer exchanged shots with an armed individual. A child in the area was struck. J.D. Vance had just passed through in a motorcade minutes earlier. The White House locked down. Everyone inside was secured. No ballroom required. What follows is the full report on record.
Shots rang out near the White House. The complex locked down tight. Secret Service stopped the shooter, kept every person inside safe that night. Donald Trump says we need a ballroom, claims it keeps the nation secure. But Monday shooting proved the ballroom is a scam. Nothing more for sure.
Monday, yeah. 3:30 p.m., shots fired near the Washington Monument. A Secret Service officer identified a suspicious individual on the outer perimeter. The person appeared to have a firearm. Uniformed officers moved in. The suspect tried to flee on foot, then opened fire at the agents. Officers returned fire. The person was struck and taken to a hospital. J.D. Vance had just passed through that exact location in the motorcade. A child nearby was struck by gunfire from the suspect. The child's injuries were not life-threatening. Secret Service Deputy Quinn confirmed those facts at a press conference. Quinn said officers patrol the outer perimeter of the White House around the clock. He said it was not yet clear whether the president or J.D. Vance was the intended target. At 3:45, Secret Service evacuated press from the White House northern lawn. Reporters moved into the briefing room. The White House was secured, everyone was safe. No ballroom required protocol work. Donald Trump has been claiming a new ballroom is the only way to keep people safe. He says it is bulletproof and drone proof. He says Secret Service and the military have demanded it for 150 years. Monday proved that wrong. Shots rang out near the White House. The complex locked down tight. Secret Service stopped the shooter, kept every person inside safe that night. Donald Trump says we need a ballroom, claims it keeps the nation secure. But Monday shooting proved the ballroom is a scam. Nothing more for sure. Now here is where the ballroom push started. After the White House Correspondents' Dinner, MAGA influencers flooded online simultaneously. Every single one pushed the same message. Trump needs his ballroom. What was uncovered shows those influencers coordinate the messaging through private group chats. One of those chats is named Fight Fight, referencing the assassination attempt on Trump and Butler. That chat includes James Blair, a member of the Trump War Room and administration. The messaging went out, they followed followed it in lockstep. The campaign launched in unison. The ballroom is not a security measure. It is a taxpayer-funded vanity project. It reportedly includes a hospital and a military bunker funded by American taxpayers. Trump hosting the King's State dinner. Fine, no ballroom needed. Monday lockdown the same way everyone fine. No ballroom. Trump's documented language toward those same reporters. Enemy within, communist, Marxist, fascist, radical thugs, vermin, garbage, traitor, evil, Satan. Jessica Tarlov put that record on air at Fox News. She cited data showing right-wing violence outpaces left-wing violence in this country. She named the 2018 pipe bomber who sent bombs to Barack Obama, Hillary Clinton, and George Soros. That bomber stated in court he was radicalized by Donald Trump. The tone of this country starts at the top. That is what is on the record. Shots rang out near the White House. The complex locked down tight. Secret Service stopped the shooter, kept every person inside safe at night. Donald Trump says we need a ballroom, claims it keeps the nation secure. But Monday shooting proved the ballroom is a scam. Nothing more for sure. Monday afternoon, shots were fired near the Washington Monument. Secret Service responded. A child was struck. J.D. Vance was in the motorcade. The White House locked down. Everyone survived. Without a ballroom, Donald Trump, James Blair, and paid MAGA influencers pushed the ballroom narrative on your tax dollars. Jessica Tarlov put that case on record at Fox News. The conclusion: the ballroom is not about safety. It is a scam.